Hi witchlings! Welcome back to my channel. It is your local chaotic witch on here, and today we have a slightly late, slightly overdue conversation in addition to the Sabbat series. Today we are talking about the autumnal or fall equinox, also known as Mabon. I typically don't refer to it as Mabon for a couple reasons, mostly just it's the name of a Welsh god and it doesn't really make sense because this holiday is not associated with him at all. But anyways, yeah, I got my resources here. We're gonna talk about, history of the holiday, what we can do for the holiday. I'm actually filming this on the day of the fall equinox. I am not doing anything really kind of crazy, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just having a day. It's a normal day for me. I'm doing work, hanging out with my partner later. I am going to do a ritual for Hades because Hades and Persephone have been reunited. How romantic. They're just all back together. Persephone comes down to the underworld. Hades has been spending his time cleaning up dog hair. Cerberus sheds a lot if you didn't know. That's a joke, don't take that seriously. September 21st to 23rd, Harvest Home, Harvest Head, Autumn Equinox. I love autumn. I really do. It is my time. The fall equinox, everything is getting chillier. I am dressing in layers. So in Year of the Witch, because I always read out of Temperance Alden's Year of the Witch for this Sabbat series, it does talk about the name of a Celtic god. Similar to Demeter and Persephone, Mabon mourned the loss of Mabon after he was abducted 3 days after his birth. Mabon was imprisoned inside of a stone wall and was later released. Two separate cultures have created similar stories where a god or goddess was for some reason taken away from the earth against their will. It is considered one of the lesser observances on the wheel, but is one of Temperance Alden's favorites. Me too, Temp. It is the last festival in the light half of the wheel and thought to be named after the Celtic Welsh god Mabon. It typically falls between September 21st and September 23rd, and the autumn equinox divides the daytime and nighttime equally. That's what I love. All about balance, all right? It's definitely a harvest festival, a second harvest festival. It's a time for joy and celebrating the fruits of one's labors. So today am doing a lot of gratitude workings. I'm doing a lot of affirmations. I got a candle from the Storm Witch. I posted it up on my Instagram. Called the Harvest Candle made with Tiger's Eye, and that is what I will be burning today alongside Hades candle and my normal protection candle. I also know that Michaelmas, or the Feast of St. Michael and All Angels, is celebrated and observed on September 29th. So if you're interested in doing a novena to St. Michael, you would probably start on the September 20th and go for 9 days. You can also do a 6 or a 3-day novena. It depends on how much you want to do. I will probably do a 6-day novena to him. He is not a traditional saint, but an angel. Many witches who choose to work with Judeo-Christian angels. Folk magic. He is the leader of all angels in the army of God. He has 4 responsibilities. This is St. Michael, by the way. Combating Satan, escorting the faithful to heaven at the time of their death, championing Christians in the church, and calling men to their judgment. Saint Michael is something. I'm just thinking about him now. So, an apple a day is one of the things that Temperance Alden talks about. Favorite parts of fall: driving to an apple orchard, picking apples from old trees, getting cider and fresh apple cinnamon donuts. Apple picking is a great thing to do, and there are a few things in this particular one where Temperance talks about Mabon or autumnal equinox altar decorations can be used inside and outside. You need red apples, taper, tea light, Sharpie, paring knife, lemon juice. Holding your candle to an apple, take your Sharpie and mark where you want it to go with your paring knife. Carve out the place where the candle will fit. Once the top part has been removed, put some lemon juice on the apple to keep it from browning. If using a taper, let it dry a little bit and then drip some wax in the apple to secure the candle in place. Apple candle holder. That's actually such a good idea. I don't think we have any apples in my house right now, so otherwise I would probably be doing this. I'm also gonna use my complete book of correspondences to see what they have down for the autumnal equinox. September 21st to the 22nd. To be clear, you can celebrate it on the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd. I don't think it's a big deal. I think this year it falls on the 22nd, like calendar-wise. I'm celebrating it today. I'm making lasagna. That's it. I'm making lasagna and doing a devotional for Hades. Then I'll start my novena for St. Michael in a couple days. A few things. Just seems like the time of day is dusk. We got some colors, elements, excuse me. Aster, blackberry, bramble, chrysanthemum, fern, grape, ivy, marigold, sage. Gods and goddesses. Goddesses, we have Epona, Inanna, Ishtar, Kor, Mabon, the Morgan, and Persephone. All make sense. And gods, we have Bacchus, Dionysus, Demuzi, the Green Man, Hermes, Mabon, and Thoth. Issues and intentions. Accomplishment, agriculture, balance, goals, gratitude, and grounding. Like Temperance Alden talked about in her book, this is the time where the light and day balance out, the autumnal equinox. So a few things you can do. You can focus on bringing balance back to your life. The Justice card is a great card to channel today because of that balance. I do a lot of, like I said earlier, gratitude workings on harvest festivals. It is a great time to reap the fruits of your labor, focus in on what you have manifested this year, what is coming your way. For me, my book is coming out really soon. That's a really big part of my gratitude workings. My partner is going to be part of my gratitude workings, moving to Colorado, my family. All of this to me is just kind of taking some time and saying thank you for this lovely holiday and this lovely day, and then working on balance, affirmations, any type of spells to bring things forward are really great. I personally keep it pretty low down on the autumnal equinox. I go ham for 2 times of the year. I go ham in the summer for the summer solstice, and I go ham in the winter for the winter solstice. I tend not to celebrate the equinoxes as much as I celebrate the solstices. I don't really know why that is. It may just be a personal preference, kind of something where I feel like the equinoxes are set in kind of weird times for my schedule and how I think about the world and the seasons, versus the solstices make a lot of sense to me. Who knows, maybe in a couple years I will stop celebrating the equinoxes altogether. My summer holidays include, summer solstice, now Aurelia, all that fun stuff. And my winter holidays are like harvest, New Year's Eve, Christmas, winter solstice, all packed together within a couple months. So I really love my winter holidays. But yeah, I don't really have any spells or anything crazy laid out. I think probably because it's also a Wednesday. It's kind of difficult for me to celebrate things on a Wednesday. Tomorrow is someone in my family's birthday, little Virgo Libra baby. I went shopping for some crystals. I mean, I think that something new about my practice, especially around the fall equinox, is that I now have a focus on Hades and Persephone returning to each other, so I'm doing a lot of stuff for him today and tomorrow. I usually don't have a deity around, at this time where I'm like, yeah, this is something I can do for them. And because, Persephone is returning to the underworld, it's a nice time for me to say, hey, glad your wife is back. How's the dog? That kind of stuff. Anyways, tea break. Olivia, the Witch of Wonderlust, got me onto David's tea. So this kind of tea is oat milk latte, which I think actually has apple in it. So it turns out I am consuming apples on the fall equinox. I also drink this tea every single day, so. God, it's so good. Well, other holidays that have an emphasis on, rebirth, things coming to fruition, manifestation, I tend to focus on those more. I guess harvest could kind of be rebirth, but I focus more on my rebirth workings around springtime, when everything kind of comes into the little flowering. But yeah, I'm having a pretty tame holiday. today. I think that, you know, learning about an equinox or learning about where the wheel of the year comes from is always really important. And even if you don't celebrate the wheel of the year in the traditional sense, meaning the Wiccan sense, it's always fun to kind of do something a little fun for a holiday. I always feel like my Sabbat series videos are relatively shorter because I don't always have a lot to say, and that's okay. Casual reminder that if you are in the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, or India, you can pre-order my book, Spells for Change, coming out in late October. You can find the little link to pre-order below. I'm very proud of this book. It is my baby. If you want to hear me talk about it a little more, you can watch my Nemoralia video and discuss it. I will be keeping you guys updated for when it comes to the US, when it's available in different countries. I just wrapped up the audiobook. I recorded it myself. So there are a lot of exciting things happening. Yeah, I think that's it. I hope you have a really great rest of your day. Remember to drink water, take care of yourself. Don't spend too much money on crystals. Kind of for myself, not gonna lie. If you stayed till the end of the video, you already know how I feel about you. Comment what you're doing for this lovely, lovely Sabbat, this holiday. And let me know what videos you want to see from me in the future. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, subscribe, leave a comment, turn the bell on, but no pressure. Yeah, Sa Benedica, blessed be.